Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Cruisin the Planet. I am your host, Ethan Miller, and joined this week is...
Cole. Yes, I'm back.
Welcome, Cole. Let me turn this down, and it's definitely out of program. I see it, but my brain doesn't believe it.
It's okay. It's just the nervousness of doing that.
Right? The nerves of, doing it again. Because last week it was fine, but then again it was with Jake, and there's, a level of calm. So... just one announcement. We have officially launched our website, kxdr.com.
Very excited.
You can go to kxdr.com and see everything that we produce here at KXDR. There's there's a webpage specifically designed for all of our podcasts, our YouTube channel, our social media links. There's our top hits page, which is anything that you hear playing over the radio. If you're curious what is the most popular songs that we produce, or that we not produce, I'm in such a pre-recorded mindset. Everything that we host here or that we broadcast, there we go, is on there. And if you have any problems with that, just tweet at us because I'm constantly updating the top hits list. And if you have a problem, you can fight me over it. Jake is technically the one who makes that list, but any social media interaction at this point, you know what I mean? Any interaction.
Yeah, it's rough not having students around because you can tell there's a difference between interaction now.
Mm-hmm.
It just goes down during the summer.
Yeah.
And even though it's a cross-distance platform.
Yeah, it's just people are busy with other things than listening to our stuff. But I assume that everything's going to pick up like crazy once it starts going on. Which means that over this next week, we're just going to make the website even nicer so that when people come into town, they are like, wow, who made this? And I'll be like, I don't know. It was me, but don't tell me. That's the announcement for this week. Let's move on. I have a new format for the show because it's not morally or ethically safe to tell people go somewhere in town for the local thing segment. And I'm done interviewing everybody because Texas has opened back up, which means we can talk a little bit more about local things. So starting in Stephenville news, there is the new construction off Washington Street. I'm certain you've seen it. The Aldi.
Wendy's? Oh.
And the new light. The new light.
Yeah, the light.
Washington.
I enjoy the light. Okay.
What?
So I have a story. If you're okay with me telling it right now.
Yeah, go ahead.
About the light.
You said something crazy, but go on.
So me and Parker were driving, we got food, and we're like, hey, the new stoplight's up. Let's go test it out. And that is what entertains us now.
So the stoplight is on. I haven't driven over to the dollar store to get packed in a while. So it's operational. Yeah,
the one day we drove by and it wasn't. And then the next day
over it.
Yeah, the next day we had gotten food and he's like, hey, the stoplight's working. Let's go test it.
All right. And so how'd it go? Tell me about your experiment. What'd you set up? What was your hypothesis?
Unfortunately, we got a green light, so we couldn't stop at the light.
You didn't get a stop. So it doesn't work.
It does work.
No,
we got a green light.
Stop you.
Yeah, I guess.
It didn't work. It didn't stop you. So I'm not happy with it because now it takes me 3 lights just to go a quarter of a mile. I didn't know that I moved out of Fort Worth to come back to Fort Worth. Didn't think that was going to happen. It's one road, man.
Okay, but have you ever tried to get to Pet Supply Plus without the light? It's rough. And we go there a lot, obviously, with 2 dogs.
Right.
So it helps us.
I understand you take Washington, but now at this point, I'm just going to go down West Frey forever. There's no reason to go that direction. There's no reason to head, west? There's no reason to go west through town whatsoever because there's more lights going west to get from my apartments over by the Walmart to to the edge of town, basically.
Yeah.
There's more lights there's more the same amount of lights that way than going to the entire opposite side of town. I could go to the Allsups on the other side of town and be back by the time those lights are done. I just don't like lights in small succession. I drive a stick shift car. All right, I'm a
Oh,
manual transmission.
yeah, that makes
So
sense.
any type, and this is why I have such massive calves, is because I learned to drive in Fort Worth in bumper to bumper traffic in first gear the entire way. I sit on the clutch and I scoot forward, and then I just do this. It does this. It's right here,
Constant.
but with my feet.
Moving back and forth.
I do, because you have to let off the clutch to engage the gas a little
Yeah.
bit, and then you engage the thing. You never hit the brake because you're literally rolling. It's awful.
Yeah.
I
I tried
am certain
learning
that
that.
bumper to bumper traffic would die off if everybody had to drive a stick shift, because everyone's calves would either be this big around, or if for the podcast listeners, I'm making a
Large circle
the
bigger than
size
his
of my head. Your calves would be that big around, which would just blow up the bell-bottom jean industry, and we can't have that. Or everyone would realize, hey, maybe I shouldn't cause stop and go traffic, because it's caused by people. Like, you chose to enter traffic and make everyone else's life difficult. I'm obviously jaded from learning to drive in Fort Worth, but
Yes.
that's what happens when you learn to drive in city. You're just like, you have to, like, I will drive another human being off the road because I need to change 4 lanes in 2 seconds.
Yeah, that is rough.
It's an
I do
aggressive
not like
driving
driving in
style.
the city.
It's an aggressive driving style in the city. There are people who just don't know how to do it, and you gotta be a complete agent of chaos and just ride the waves. Or work night shift. That made it a lot easier. Well, that's the new construction off Washington, and my thoughts about it. I don't like it.
What about Wendy's?
The new Wendy's, they are hiring.
Yeah.
So that's good. I don't know why we need a Wendy's. We have 2 McDonald's.
But Wendy's is different. They have better chicken nuggets.
They do.
Yeah.
You want to
as long as they're spicy.
I thought the whole point of chicken nuggets was to literally eat the quite honestly the cheapest meal ever.
Well, see, if we rate the chicken nuggets, not from Wendy's or McDonald's. That's Burger King. Burger King's chicken nuggets are bad.
Well, that's kind of the point, though. Is you get it. You can buy 100 of them.
Yeah, you can buy a lot of them.
That's the point, isn't it? To be able to buy a million chicken nuggets.
That's true. Me and Parker did go through a phase where we bought 30 chicken nuggets every couple days from Burger King.
Yeah, it's $1
for $3.
It's $1 for 10. Yeah, so
yeah.
So you just $3. You got 30 nuggets. That is so much chicken. And
but they're small. They're not Walmart or not Walmart.
Here's the deal. No. Smooth foods don't hold sauce very well, or they're easier to sauce with thin sauces on a smooth food, but a rough food, like a fried food. I'm a fry cook, so I know what I'm on about here.
Okay.
Fried food is got all that texture to hold the thick sauces, like your barbecue, like your quality ranch. None of the runny stuff. That's bad. your quality ranches, your honey mustards, right? That's got honey and mustard in it. Thick. You know what I'm on about, though? The whole concept, the idea is that it's a vehicle for sauce. Ketchup, too. It's a vehicle for sauce, a chicken nugget is. Because if it was a meal, you would just buy a chicken.
Yeah, I see it.
Chicken breast is $6. So if you want the protein of chicken thighs, I think are $6 in town right now. So if you want the protein,
even the big roasted chickens are $5.
Or, yeah, exactly. $5 for those rotisserie chickens that have all the seasoning you could want.
It's great.
They're so greasy. They're so man.
They're good though.
None of what I just said meant that they were bad. Understand that.
Okay.
Speaking of all this food, in Stephenville, the food pantry is going on at Chamberlain ISD this Thursday, May 28th. We hope that everyone is able to get exactly what you need if you live in town. Cole, have you had an experience at a food pantry before?
Yes. I have more experience with just one in Stephenville.
Mhm.
It's the St. Luke's food pantry,
Yeah,
and
that makes
that's
sense.
like the Red Door Church. If anyone knows, if you're a student, a lot of the times you'll hear Red Door Church, and that is just the one right off of campus with the big red door.
Mhm.
And it's been pretty nice. They have a little house that they use right behind the church,
Mm.
and recently it's just been a drive-through. So before all of this happened, you could go in and you could actually like quote unquote shop for what you needed.
Physically walk around the different
Right.
tables, I assume?
Yeah, tables and shelves. They also have clothes and stuff there. So if you ever needed clothes,
Nice.
and they'll have specials each month, which I think in February they had like little Valentine's Day stuff that you could get to, which is
That's
really
nice.
cool. Yeah. But now it's just a drive through until all of this blows over,
Mhm.
and you just drive up and they ask you how many people are in your family and like in your household, and they'll get that much of what they think that family size would need,
Mhm.
including like frozen meat and bath products and stuff like that, and they'll just put
Yeah,
it in
kinda
your
like a
truck.
rationed system now, they'll
Yeah.
drop it off in your car.
Yeah. But they're happy to help anyone right now because it's while people have been coming, they know more people usually come like before, like when it was not the drive-through system.
Mhm.
So if anyone needs anything to just come by, even if you don't have a car,
Yeah, just sort of, like, there's no like, with the way that most food pantries goes, except for a couple of sort of specialty ones, is you don't have to sign up for anything. If you show up,
Yeah.
like, no one's going to turn you down. If you just explain, you're like, "Hey, I'm like, this is me." They'll be like,
Yeah.
"Perfect, get in line," like the proverbial line
Right.
that exists right now. And especially with all of the, like, Texas technically is reopened. However, we've still experienced more um, firings and let goes since possibly the
Yeah.
Great Depression. I know that's like not the nicest news, but don't be too prideful. And this is me talking to me actually. I haven't signed up for a food pantry, even though I most certainly need to. Well, I don't need to. All right, Mom, I'm fine. Mother, I'm
It's
good.
even if you have some, it helps a lot if you like just need like an extra loaf of bread for the week or something.
Hmm.
Even that, like they give out whole frozen chickens sometimes, which
Yeah.
is really nice.
And you don't, like, if you go there, you don't have to take everything
Right.
either. It's the concept of like, I have just enough money for this and this, and I'm short for the week. So I'll
Right.
swing by the food pantry and be like, hey, I really just need like these sort of key items. And they'll
Hmm.
give you like a smaller reduced thing. Like, communication within your community is the whole point of these projects, is not to like suddenly give, like, it's not an all or nothing situation. It's
Right.
all about a case by case. We actually have a lot of food pantries in town, which I don't know if all of them are stocked, but I do know that this one at Chamberlain ISD is specifically targeted to students and
Hmm.
family members. So if you have anyone who's living in Stephenville, any students who, because I believe the student lunch program is coming to a close soon with the end of classes, or at least they're going to the specialized summer version. So this is kind of like a big thing that you can get a lot of food for the month if you head on there. So that's Thursday 28th. You can go on to the Stephenville ISD Facebook page for even more information on that.
So that's next Thursday.
That's next. So this is going to come out tonight or today, and so that this is a week from now. Head on over to the elementary school. So or next thing, not last thing, next thing. Cole, this affects you and me specifically
Okay.
because it's Tarleton news. The new meta classes and the mixed online and in-person courses. Have you heard
Hmm.
about any of that?
I
I
think
wanted
I
to save this topic
skimmed an email.
specifically for you because I know
Okay.
you've been really excited by it because of like
Inside
online
of
online
yeah,
classes.
yes.
Go ahead and talk to
Yes.
me about your excitement for it.
Well, I'm mostly just excited for a lot of disabled students
Hmm.
because it's been so difficult. Like, so our campus is not um not accessible. like not accessible, double negative here. Because it does have some things that are really good. Like we do have quite a few automatic doors, and sometimes they work. Most of the time,
Right. We have a lot of ramps as
sometimes they
well.
work. Yes, we do have a lot of ramps. It's not an extremely hilly campus like, say, San Marcos.
Hmm.
That's interesting, but it's still really difficult for people who have disabilities that requires a wheelchair sometimes.
Hmm.
Um, People with motorized chairs do have a better chance of getting around, but people who have manual chairs, which are the less expensive and a lot of the times will help people who only use chairs sometimes,
Hmm.
because not all chair users are completely paralyzed. Like
Right.
the mass majority of people who use wheelchairs do have some feeling and can walk sometimes.
Hmm.
And
It's difficult to go like class to class to class.
right, exactly. So people who use the two brace canes, the walking canes,
Hmm.
and the people who use manual chairs have a really, really difficult time getting across campus, just because it's hard to do by yourself. And it does have a lot of like the rocks and stuff will hit and everything. So
Hmm.
I'm really excited for people who have that to be able to do online work and not have to physically attend.
Yeah.
That's really difficult. And as someone who can regularly attend class, at
Hmm.
least in the past, it was great to have an attendance grade, but for people who are disabled and can't always get to class,
That becomes less of a guaranteed
right.
points and more of a liability.
Yeah, it becomes instead an easy point to I'm failing class because I can't go, but I'm doing all the work, right?
Yeah.
So it's going to make it a lot easier for disabled students, and it's going to make it easier for people, I think, who have psychological disabilities like
Mhm. Anxieties or
anxieties and
stressors they deal
stressors
with.
that are disabling.
Hmm.
So they'll be able to like attend a Zoom class versus
Hmm.
going to a physical class.
Yeah,
So
again,
they
like,
don't have to miss the work.
and I know a lot of people with anxieties of level, especially the social variety of like
Mm-hmm.
just the fact that I just sitting in class around, and it's not the professor, but it's the students of like
Yeah.
previous things have happened in the past, so I can't sit next to this person or that person over there, or stop bothering me. Like I'm in class, leave me alone.
Right.
Just the ability to be able to take on that task of like I am going to not have to go into the classroom and I can sit at my desk where I already get a lot of work done. Like I think
Yeah.
this is only a beneficial tool for people who are self-driven but have extra like situational
Mm-hmm.
problems. I know one thing for me, I don't know how the scheduling is going to work, but I might take one of my classes online just because of extra, like I work two jobs.
Yeah.
And if that means that I can work, if I have to push all my work to the weekends, I have to find different and more, possibly more difficult jobs. But if I could
Mm-hmm.
work, there's a couple of jobs that are just consistent hours of like guaranteed 20 hours. Here you go, 8 to noon, all morning, 5 days a
Mm-hmm.
week. It's like cool. That's rent. So I'm like money's assured now. But then I can't do morning classes or I can't host anything in the
Right.
morning. Like some people who might live in town notice I host 90.5. More recently, I'll do two morning shows, three evening shows, and so like that's conflictions
Mm-hmm.
between jobs, which is really difficult because it's not like I can clock in at both places. I just end up losing hours at that point. Whereas
Right.
I can get that guaranteed hours during the week where most people are working. Then I can do my homework on the weekends or my classes on the weekends at in on the in between spaces.
Yeah. Yeah. It's really good for that now too. Just because so many students do have to work
Hmm.
and take classes at the same time.
Yeah.
I mean, there are people who thankfully are able to just do classes,
I have
but
scholarships, there's grants along with like
right,
parental money and loans.
right. But it's amazing for students like you, Ethan, just because
Mm-hmm.
it's so difficult. I know when I worked retail for a while, I had an hour drive to get to the place that I worked,
Mm-hmm.
and then an hour drive back, and it
Which you're
took
not making money
so
then.
much.
You're just
Exactly. I'm not making money and I'm not studying because I
you're
have to
driving.
drive.
Just an all
Right.
that's 2 hours every day you would work. That's just
Yeah.
added on. And there is such a concept as like I know that I was experiencing the first semester especially of like coming into college for I hadn't been at a formal education for an entire year before
Hmm.
this last year due to like personal debts that are related to schooling. So coming back, it was like, okay, I'm in a new town. Step one, got a new job, got another new job. Now I have to balance my own schedule. And there were
Hmm.
certain days where I just didn't eat anything because I was running so
Yeah.
much and so hard, and I didn't know to plan my meals ahead of time because I just didn't know. I just didn't experience it. And this definitely allows the like concept of there's two different versions of being a full schedule. There's the concept of just busy and productive. And this lets a lot of the busy people gives them an opening to jump through to be productive.
Right.
And
I
that's
see that.
like I think that this is just going to allow, and obviously there's like the biggest reason it's being put out is for safety reasons of
Of
everybody's coming
course.
outside of town. They're coming back into like a classroom and an enclosed environment, and nobody knows what is and is not safe because like all it takes is one person to be sick for 2 weeks, and you've gotten, everyone takes about 5 classes on a full-time student.
Hmm.
It's about 5 classes, so that's 5 whole classrooms that have gotten sick.
Yeah, and
But
that's just
it just propagates very fast,
right.
and it just
And if it's the professor, then it's every class they teach
right.
and so on and so forth. And you can be
So
asymptomatic, which means you don't
exactly,
have
and
any.
these are all things that we like know and have known. We're
Right.
2.5 months in, I think, coming up soon.
I think so.
We're
I
two
don't
months.
know.
We're 2 months into this sort of world situation. But I think mixed classes will probably assuage a lot of the like fears of budgets as well. I know that there's a lot of talk about like professors possibly losing jobs and such because their courses aren't able to be taught in person. But I think mixed online and in-person courses is a very, very good solution to such a thing.
Yeah, I think it'll be good. I think they'll have some issues, at least with the more science-based ones, because of a lot of labs and
Labs were
such.
definitely difficult. I can attest to
Yeah.
that one.
And Tarleton has this like mission of applying your learning, and I think that'll be difficult for some people to get across,
Hmm.
just because it is all new to have it online versus in person. So I think it's going to be a challenge for our particular school, um, but I
It's
think
also
it will
not
be good for the long run.
Yeah, it's also not going to be sort of the end of the world for a lot of things because there are a
Yeah.
lot of courses like basics. Half of the student body is
Hmm.
purely in that first 2 years of running up their basics, or first year and
Right.
a half, I think. So the introduction courses, those can all be put online very, very
Hmm.
easily. Your Englishes, your arts. Not, I wouldn't say all of the arts, obviously, but there are certain classes.
Theater online is difficult.
The online theater is rough because that's just called movies. Um, but a lot of your like extracurriculars are
Right.
probably going to be fine. I know that the meat team is going to suffer from this. Um, I know that a lot of ag are having difficulties, but it is an option
Yeah.
for your courses. It's not a
Have to.
everything online. It's not that ultimatum that we got after spring break. This is a, hey, everyone, here's a heads up. This is happening, or this is in the works. We haven't heard a confirmation, yes or no. But there is a level of like, there's a chance that you get the option, and
Hmm.
taking that option means this. Taking this option means that. And I think there's a ton of benefits. There's obviously the drawback on the professor's end, but
Yeah.
it's like it's not that bad just because a lot of professors already use slideshows. So it's not going to be the end of the
Yeah.
world.
It will be a little rougher for those who didn't originally use Blackboard or Canvas.
Right. The ones who are very traditional teachers.
Right. That will have to be a learning curve for them,
But
I
then
think.
again, you can just film your classrooms.
Yeah,
So you
that's
just talk
true.
to your students and you're just like, hey, which I'm going to have to film one of y'all, whoever it is, if you let me know if you have any problems with being recorded, because there's a part of that, and just go
Mhm.
from there. And as long as you give like the biggest thing that I can find is give students and faculty and staff a heads up, and people will be able to figure out by the time this runs around. So it is good that
Mhm.
they told us over the summer, not
Yes.
like
Right before school starts.
exactly like during registration or like during like late registration, be like, hey, this is a thing now.
Yeah.
Which means that like professors have a whole summer to like, at that point, if someone's not ready, that's kind of them, because
Right.
you had
Right.
2 months. But
Right. There
that's
are
my
summer classes, but a lot of profs take the time over the summer to course plan. So.
yeah. Yeah, that's what Kirk in campus, he was telling. He was like, yeah, we had he was talking about like his final and such, and a lot of his courses, and how everyone was able to still make really good stuff. He does an audio production class, which was what
Mhm.
I was asking him about, just trying to gauge like because I know the students' response to online courses was all of us going like, no, please, it's hard for me. Which I believe was just sort of like an outcry of we had nothing to actually complain about, and all this anxiety of the virus coming through.
Yeah,
Because online
I would
courses
agree with
really
that.
weren't that bad.
Yeah, a lot of professors, at least on my end, were very understanding
Mm-hmm.
and took a lot of assignments off or like lowered assignment levels and
Yeah,
that sort of thing. So they really worked with
I know.
students.
I know deadlines definitely became a difficult like situation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
My necklace was killing me. Sorry, sorry, audio listeners or
Sorry.
visuals who just saw me like reach into my shirt. Um, sorry everybody. I'm sorry. It's all over.
It's not over. All right.
I've
What?
embarrassed myself online. I do
It's never
worse on
going
I
away.
do worse on my own Twitter account the other day. I just like straight up. This is me slowly transitioning into the social plug.
Okay.
I would just like straight up responded to someone on Twitter. It was just like, I was a simp before it was cool. Like no filter or nothing. I have no idea what's wrong with me. I was just like, yep, that happened, and I can delete it. You can delete
You can
tweets.
delete it.
It was a response too that the artist eventually liked, and I was like, oh no, I've gotten the attention that I wanted. It's perfect. I've gotten attention for something bad. It'll cause controversy. Good. This is good. Like, I don't know what's up, man.
You're a dark soul.
I'm a dark being. I
Have
feed
you
on.
ventured into TikTok yet over this?
What do you mean ventured into? Like watch TikToks?
Yeah.
I've been watching TikToks for a long time. Actually,
Oh,
I'm
it's new to
over it
me.
now.
You're over it.
I'm over it now just because like I've found my little horror group. Like, here's the deal. TikTok to me was really interesting because it was something cool to learn, and it was a very like, I enjoy like short form comedy
Mm-hmm.
or horror stories. Like that's the two that I run through. So it was
Yeah.
fun to watch the algorithm try and figure out
What you
like
liked?
what's up with this dude, what's going on. Um and so that was pretty fun to just
Yeah.
like let it go back and forth. Sometimes I'll even go on to like, what does Google think I am? And it's like, you're a 76-year-old male or you're a 14-year-old female. And I was like, nice. Sick.
Sorry if that was heard. There was something
Nope.
on my laptop.
We didn't
Oh,
hear
okay.
anything, and
Cool.
now you're just weird.
It was a ding. It was a ding from my calendar, okay?
Oh, you have a podcast recording?
No, it was I haven't been able to figure out how to get my old classes off my calendar.
Oh,
So I had to work
on
on that.
Canvas and such.
Yes.
They should
It's
delete themselves.
no, as in my old classes that I had alarms for on my phone. Like
Oh,
my calendar set up for that.
I
And it
see.
goes through on my computer. So
Oh no,
anyway.
that's fun.
I was watching TikTok the other day and I
Mhm.
saw a video of like these obviously animated or whatever clouds that were like crawling across the mountain. It was pretty cool.
Mhm.
It just made me think of you and I was like, oh, I wish I could send this to Ethan.
Yeah.
It was
Well,
just creepy and I
there's
thought
a
that was
share
really cool.
button.
Yeah, I know there's a share button, but I don't know your like TikTok. So
Well, no, you can share through other applications like Snapchat or text.
yeah, I didn't know how like
So
if
what
that
you
would
do
be
is,
effective.
so it is super effective to share through Snapchat. You just hit like share and then send it through Snapchat. Because it
Okay.
sends it as if it was a normal video taken by the application of Snapchat. So it
Okay.
just like breaks it up into pieces.
Yeah. Before I
Easy.
got TikTok, my friend like kept sending them through text message
Hmm.
and it just wasn't working correctly.
Yeah.
So
No,
I
I've had
was
similar
hesitant to
issues.
share outside of the app.
Yeah, I just send people like surreal and odd things. Like once I found one where I was a frog who was sitting like on top of a sweater vest that was like
Yeah.
splayed out and like packed with foam. It was just good. It was just like, good morning. Ooh, I work a lot today, so this is me
Wow.
sending you the things. No, I think TikTok's fine. I know there's like a lot of quote unquote controversy. If you don't like the application, don't talk about it. If you do like the application, talk about it. Easy. I'm currently back into web comics. That's what I like.
Yes, all your suggestions in past episodes.
Right? It's just so I found another one recently. It's called Living with Yourself. It's where a guy goes through and it's written by a comic. He's pretty famous on Twitter, Shen. So it's Shen Comics. He's been making comics forever. There's an old a webtoon called Blue Chair, the Blue Chair series, which is like one of the OG modern web comics on like mobile phones and stuff. He has a series that he started called Living with Yourself, which is same art style, which is like super cartoony and fun and simple, which means he can produce a lot of episodes. And it's this guy who was an IT person, and his IT company down like it'll fix all of the viruses on your computer, but in doing so it just puts them into a folder that is set to time release, so every like 2 weeks they have to come back and fix the computer again.
Interesting.
That's just his boss, and he works there, and it's not about his work whatsoever. That's how the story starts. He shows up to work on like an old computer that is part of a scientific research facility, and the building goes off and it releases three other versions of himself from different times in his life. There's baby him, there's the regular him, which is just
Yeah.
called like just normal. Then there's tomorrow's him, and then there's old man him. And so he just nicknames all. I think his name is, what is it? I forgot the main character's name. I want to say his main character's name is Tom or something. But basically there's the baby who wears like a pink like child wrapping, there's the green version, there's the blue version, and then there's grandpa who's like a grandfather. And anything that happens to the present version of the character is immediately like the consequences are immediately reflected on tomorrow's version, and then the long-term effects are shown on grandpa.
Oh, that's crazy.
So it's like a lot of like fun. You can do just random fun time skits. One of the most recent hilarious ones, he's going through a series about like, is it ethical to work at this jobs? Because he notices that the tomorrow version of him, is doing like minor evil things, and then grandpa is straight up like put a lady on a railroad track.
Oh my god.
But it's like the comedic evil of like,
Yeah.
50s villain. So there he's like, I think I'm being evil. I got to start doing good. So he goes and becomes a pig farmer because he's like the wholesome life. You know what I mean? And he comes
Right.
back from his first day of work, and Tomo's just laying on the ground as if he was dead. He's just laying
Oh
there. He's like, I'm
no.
so sore. Because I don't know if you've done farm work, but like literally after lunch break, everything is quite honestly a battle. Even walking through the mud just becomes so much for you if you haven't done it in a long time. And then like
Wow.
grandpa walks out and he's just jacked, like all get out, like sleeveless jacked. This
That's
man who's like
great.
used to be this big and like a like piece of bent noodle
Yeah.
of a person, he just comes out, he's just jacked, and they're like, grandpa, why do you like oldie, why do you smell so bad? And he's just like, the stench of a pig farmer can never be removed. It's just good. Like it's just a good series. It's got a good writer, and it updates really frequently.
That's awesome.
That is, yeah. And the application on mobile is called Webtoons. You can look on it while listening to your podcasts.
Nice.
So I'm able to get my podcast and my comics at like without having to jump between applications. Because I don't know if you've had this. You'll be, I hate this. Oh my goodness. I'm
Oh
listening
my
to my
goodness.
podcast and I'm on Instagram and then a random audio bit plays and it pauses my podcast, like trying to be considerate, but stop it.
Oh
That
my gosh.
first world entertainment problems.
Yeah.
But just find a silent medium and it fixes it. That it's not a real complaint. I'm kidding. Instagram, don't hurt me. So that's what I've been on about recently. Those are all
Nice.
my cool points. Do you have anything fun you want to talk about the last couple of minutes?
I got some really cool silverware for my for graduation. For a graduation present. It comes in this little pack.
Yeah, go ahead. No, actually go ahead.
Okay. So
I got an instant kettle recently, so we can like share.
Yes. So it comes in this little bag right here. My sister got it for me for a graduation present.
That's already a snazzy bag. It's a good
and
material.
It comes first with chopsticks. They're metal.
Oh.
They're super nice.
Yeah.
Like
metal chopsticks.
Nice. They've always wanted metal chopsticks.
Yeah, audio listeners, they're about standard chopstick length and shape. However, they're fully stainless steel, I assume.
Yeah, they're stainless steel and with a wrap of
anodized rainbow.
Yeah, the multi-chrome rainbow stuff. Mm-hmm. And it also comes with a fork and a spoon, which are really long.
Okay. I love long silverware.
Right?
It's so much better than small silverware. England, you're doing it wrong.
The tiny spoons.
Dairy Queen knows what's up. Why have a handle on something if you can't use it? I should be able to poke my brother in the ear from across the table with my foot. Like, it's a javelin first, it's a fork second.
Yes.
I've gone camping too many times with this like itty-bitty little multi-purpose fork spoon knife thing. Any Boy Scout knows exactly what I'm talking about. It's got a fork on one half, it's got a fork knife or a spoon. It's got a spoon on one side, fork knife on the other. And like if it had a longer handle, I'd be fine. But if I'm eating beans with the spoon, I have to wash the spoon before I flip it over and use the fork for the rest of my meal.
Yeah.
Otherwise I got bean palm.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want bean palm. It's breakfast.
Super long. I love this. Good. And it comes with a fork, spoon, and a heavy duty knife. And it also comes heavy duty.
Let me see it. It better have a long handle as well. That's a normal butter knife, Cole.
No, it's not. It's like what I mean by heavy duty is it's like nice. It's not like some plastic thing.
What?
Why are you looking at me like that?
It's just a normal butter knife.
It's a nice knife, okay?
Okay.
It's pretty.
I disagree because there are such things as nice knives, but go ahead.
Okay.
I'm an Eagle Scout.
All right. Fine. It's not like a knife you pull out of your pocket to like cut someone open. I don't know.
Yeah, what?
Okay, let me show you the rest of it, okay?
Okay.
And it comes with 2 straws, 2 metal straws. One's bendy and one's straight.
One of them's
and bad. Yeah, it's on purpose. Shark.
Keep going. No, really.
And it comes with a little straw cleaner.
Oh,
it's a straw cleaner.
Oh my goodness, that's something I haven't even thought about, was the fact that you have to clean the inside of your straws or they'll corrode.
Yeah. It's super cool. So 2 straws, a fork, knife, spoon, and the little cleaning brush and the chopsticks.
Nice.
And it all comes in this convenient little package that is super cool.
You can travel with it and stuff?
Yes.
I personally love the idea of like a meal kit. I've seen a couple of lunch boxes recently that have been trying to tote their like multi-purpose use as a like quote unquote meal kit. Or a mess kit is what a lot of people say, especially like military or Boy Scout kids.
Parker got a blue set.
Oh, that's cool.
Right.
So they're multicolored. That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I love the idea of being able to eat just anywhere, not have to be like stuck in a kitchen.
Yeah.
Are you a
definitely.
big chopsticks person before this, or is this like your thing?
Chopsticks.
Okay, cool.
Honestly, it's kind of weird, but I started using them and I learned how to use them.
Cool,
and
no shame. They're efficient and they're deadly.
Yes. I actually learned how to use them in London, of all places, but we used to go to Chinatown a lot. So so I started learning to use them there, and then after that I used them for everything. But then I lost my set, and so I was been really upset, and then my sister got me these, so I'm very excited.
Yeah, I kind of want to get like an enameled set of chopstick, you know, the ones that are like really heavy on the back end.
Yeah.
And they, like, come down to a point and they look like sort of earthen crafts. I don't know if you were like into not pottery, but like plateware.
Yeah.
Like I think it was a year and a half ago, there was a big trend of getting like matte finished, half glazed like plateware or like a quote unquote semi earthenware, like a professional looking earthenware dishes and stuff. I've always enjoyed that style of food, like the deep bowls or the really, really wide plates.
Yes.
So like chopsticks that are in that style, ooh, I'd be all about it. Because then I can just beat someone with one. They're heavy. They're so heavy.
Yeah, I really like that. Those are the heaviest pair I've had. So it's interesting. I already used them once, so it was a little getting used to, because again, I haven't done it in a while. But my brother was stationed in Korea a while back, and he found out that if you use wooden chopsticks or even like the you know, like the plastic ones, it's sorry.
Bless you.
It's that was my dog.
I know.
It's considered like you're using like the kiddie ones if you don't use the really, really heavy metal ones.
The adults use the ones for beating people.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. I just want to like put them in my hair. I don't know. There's something about it. It's like super cool.
Put them in your man bun.
Yeah. Well, my hair's not that long. All right. Stop bullying.
Did you cut it? Or is it, I mean, it should just continue to get longer.
It does continue to get longer, but it's not that long yet.
You were able to put it in a sort of bun before all this.
Barely. It quite literally was just a ponytail. Like, to be completely honest, it's like short little ponytail right now. Eventually
you'll get there.
One day.
You'll
I'm a real man.
barista level.
I grow into a real man. I'll say that for later. Don't worry about it. That's the sizzler, everybody. Come back next week when I might remember what I was about to say. I'm going to press this button so you can leave.
Okay.
So that we can get out of here. We're trapped in this little realm. This has been your episode of Cruisin the Planet, where you can find something to do in and around Stephenville every week. If you've enjoyed the show, don't forget to recommend us to your friends. If you want to find more things made by us, follow the links in the description. And if you have any questions or suggest them, ask them in the comments or on our Twitter. Add us at Tarleton Planet. What is it?
100.7 The Planet.
At 100.7 The Planet. We might just read your questions and respond to them. Cole, I'm gonna put a... Yeah, bye everybody.
Bye.